Hi, so I thought I would reshoot this video and show you my 6x6 mini book that I have spent a fair wee bit of time making. This is from a pad by Trimcraft called The Gift of Christmas. What I've got here is a 12x12, but I used the 8x8 pad because it meant less wastage when papers were cut down. Trimcraft do some fantastic pads. This one is first edition paper. The reason I like these pads is that, as well as being beautiful, a massive range of colours, relatively inexpensive as well for what they are, they're also Forestry Commission certified. So all the paper is sourced from responsible sources, which means that any papers that you have, they're either going to replant trees or they're not going to destroy forest in order for you to have pretty papers taking up your entire living room. Some of the papers are very different. I'm just going to open this one. Note to self, when going to show you pretty papers, please open the packets. They come sealed so that people can't damage your papers while they're having a look at them in the shops. It's little circular sticky bits, but it's relatively easy enough to get them off. So what I have here is premium paper. It's 48 sheet pad and there are 3 sheets of 16 designs. The cardstock itself is about 200 GSM. It's pretty hefty, you know, it's a heavy weight. So here we have 3 foiled sheets. As well as being foiled, it's also got a texture to it, which I really like about the Trimcraft pads. So there's 3 of those, and this is some foiled sheets, 3 again, in a really dark Christmas green, and foiled with some Christmas songs written on them. So "Oh come all you faithful." Oh, I can't wait for Christmas, I'm so excited. I'm not entirely sure of the wassail song, but I'll have a look at it. Deck the halls, la 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 la. Anyway, we've got 3 sheets of that. This is the poinsettia papers, and these are just a beautiful texture to them. I can't even describe it. It's like fabric. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a repeating pattern. It's not entirely obvious where the pattern repeats. I can see little squares, so it might be something quite nice to cut up and do a patchwork of. So you've got 3 sheets of that. Tartan papers. I love tartan. You can tell from my accent, I'm from the land of people who love tartan. Again, this is a textured cardstock. It's not flat. It's got a cloth texture to it. We move on to, we have some UV spot with glitter. This is beautiful. This has got a nice rough texture. If you're like me, you like the feel of different things. Oh, it's just gorgeous. So 3 sheets of that. And then we've got our Christmas roses. These are just, oh, it's just a beautiful paper. So that's what I've used as the cover on my sheet. What have we got here? So we've got the holly and berries. All of the berries are glittered spot. Again, lovely texture. So you'll note that all of these that I've got the texture are one-sided papers. So this is your robins. Nothing speaks more to Christmas than robins in my eye. I see them and I know that winter's coming, and I get really excited seeing their wee rip brown heads bobbing about and hoping and praying that my cats don't catch them, because they like robins but for entirely different reasons to me. So now we move on to our flat cardstock papers. These again are still 200 GSM. This is where we move into your double-sided. So we go from Christmas trees to a striped snowflake and bauble pattern. It's really nice. I like how they've highlighted it with the black bands. It really pulls it out. Oh no, it's not black, it's Christmas green. Ooh, nice. So again, 3 sheets of that and music. Despite taking music classes, I can't actually read music. I did some band lessons. I'm with the Salvation Army and music's really in your blood, but I really can't read it. It stresses me out knowing going to classes, so I don't do it now. And on the other side of this is your beautiful Christmas angels. They're really pretty, harp playing. They've got their holly and berries, and this complements. It's exactly the same colour, so you know you could fussy cut your angels and pop them out on to this colour of cardstock. And we move on to this Christmas red. It looks textured, but it's not. It's absolutely beautiful. And on the back side of that one is Snowflakes, which is really nice. It's really sweet. So moving on, we have our holly wreaths. It's a really nice print. It's not photographic. I thought initially it was, but it's not. It's designed and it's lovely, and I like the stars that are captured in the background. And on the back end of that is Christmas green with the stars. Again, I would quite like to fussy cut some of them. I like fussy cutting, so this is a lighter Christmas red, and on the back is some floral pattern. Again, quite sweet. Snowflake pattern, a kind of snow flurry, and on the back side is a repeating stripe of snowflakes, all the one size. This is what I like. I like papers that looks as though they're textured but isn't. I'd be quite happy to stick some gesso on that and some embossing paste and a few stencils, and I think that'd be really quite nice. In fact, I might do that if I can get the time. And this on the back side of the green is just beautiful florals, berry, holly, really nice. And you've got your traditional Santa and your robins in various poses and your bells. This just smacks of Christmas, this paper. And on the back side is the Christmas bells, which again I have plans on fussy cutting a little bit of embossing powder on them to bring them up, some 3D gloss as well. So yeah, so this one's designed by Linda. Absolutely beautiful. So that leads me on to the papers that I used for my mini book. As you can see, are all from the gift of Christmas. I've made it using mount board from the range for the covers and the spine, and I've covered those in craft cardstock. I like craft because you can put any colour with it. It doesn't really matter the colour, it doesn't clash with anything. I've used them as well to die cut the stag. I don't know if you can see that. He's a Dovecraft stag. Sorry, I've got shaky hand syndrome today. So when we open it up, I've got a blank page. I'm going to be putting some ribbon here to secure so that I can close the book. But you can see where the papers have been overlaid and scored to ensure that my book folds closed. I've used the Christmas tree, and I've got a belly band on this because I have a flap out page here. And in here we have pocket for tags. I've got a pile of tags here which will just fit in nicely. Oh, that sounds like my son's having a meltdown. Pop the belly band back on. The belly band's made using exactly the same craft cardstock.
Right.
So we have pockets here that tags will fit in. I'm doing a video, darling.
A what?
Could you give me a minute?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so we've got a folding out page. Got a big box of tags here. These will all be, I'll cut them in craft tag and craft paper. So this folds out, and it's attached inside the book, inside the pockets at the end, and it opens up on the other side. I've got a little bit of damage here, but I'm not worried about that because I'm going to cover it. And again, these are all the papers. Thank you.